In a small suburban neighborhood, where the houses stood with tidy white picket fences and well-manicured lawns, lived Amaka Johnson and his 10-year-old daughter, Princess. The quiet street seemed idyllic, yet beneath its tranquil surface, Amaka often sensed a lack of genuine warmth among its residents. For him, his daughter was the bright spot that lit his world, especially after her mother had left years ago. The bond between Amaka and Princess was a testament to their resilience and love. That morning was like any other. Princess sat at the kitchen table, her colorful pencils scattered as she sketched a picture of them, father and daughter standing hand in hand under a tree. Amaka joked about getting his muscles right in the drawing, and Princess giggled, calling him the strongest dad in the world. It was a moment etched in his memory forever, for by late afternoon, everything would change. A call from the police summoned Amaka to Memorial Hospital, where his world crumbled with the news that Princess had passed away. The official report stated she had fallen from the jungle gym, a tragic accident, but Amaka's instincts screamed otherwise. As he stood at Princess's wake, he noticed things that didn't add up: unexplained bruises on her arms and legs, and dirt under her fingernails that hadn't been there before. These small inconsistencies fueled his mistrust, a feeling that intensified as funeral workers seemed eager to rush the proceedings, their hushed tones suggesting a lack of care for people like them. Consumed by grief and doubt, Amaka made a desperate decision. He would place a hidden camera inside Princess's coffin. This act, though distressing, was his attempt to uncover the truth. He couldn't let go of the nagging feeling that something was amiss, that Princess's death might not be as accidental as it seemed. As he watched the footage later that night, his heart racing with anticipation and fear, he saw movements that he couldn't explain and heard whispers that chilled him to the bone. The muffled voices spoke with indifference, hinting at a sinister truth. Amaka's world was now spinning with more questions than answers, but he was determined to uncover what really happened to his beloved daughter. This journey would test his resolve and push him further into the dark corners of desperation, but he couldn't give up. For Princess, for the truth, and for justice, he would face whatever lay ahead, no matter how daunting. The story of a father's unwavering quest for answers becomes a powerful exploration of love, loss, and the unyielding pursuit of truth in the face of overwhelming odds. It's a tale that resonates deeply, echoing themes that are both universal and deeply rooted in African folktales of resilience, community, and the unbreakable bonds of family. As Amaka delved deeper into the footage from the hidden camera, his world began to unravel further. The initial darkness gave way to faint movements and muffled sounds that seemed to pierce through his very soul. The air in the room felt thick, heavy with an unspoken menace. Each time he replayed the tape, his heart sank deeper, convinced that what he was witnessing was not just a malfunction but a sinister truth hiding in plain sight. The whispers on the recording were indistinct, yet their indifference sent shivers down his spine. Desperate for clarity, Amaka adjusted the volume, and the words began to crystallize. "Don't make it harder than it has to be. Just get it done." These words, laced with a casual cruelty, ignited a fire within him. It was no longer just grief, it was a quest for justice. Armed with this new evidence, Amaka approached the police, hoping for vindication. But instead, he was met with skepticism and dismissal. The detective's nonchalant attitude was a blow, his words cutting even deeper. "There's nothing here that warrants reopening the case." Amaka felt isolated, as if he were screaming into the void and no one was listening. The realization hit him hard. No one was coming to his aid. If he wanted answers, he would have to seek them out himself. This knowledge ignited a sense of determination within him, a burning resolve to uncover the truth about Princess's death. Though fear and despair still lingered, Amaka steeled himself for what lay ahead. The darkness he faced seemed insurmountable, but he was no longer alone in his fight. His love for Princess now fueled his every move. As he sat in the darkness, the footage looping on his screen, the whispers echoing in his mind, he knew he had two choices: succumb to the shadows or confront them head on. And so, he made the decision to step into the unknown, driven by a fierce determination to give Princess the justice she deserved. This journey would test every fiber of his being, but he was ready. For the first time in weeks, a glimmer of hope flared in the darkness. Hope that he would uncover the truth, no matter how hidden, and ensure that Princess's memory would not be silenced. The road ahead would be treacherous, but Amaka was prepared to face it, armed with nothing but his unwavering love and a belief in justice. This narrative is a testament to the resilience of love and the indomitable human spirit, echoing timeless themes found in African folktales, where the pursuit of truth is often a journey through night and into dawn, guided by the unwavering light of hope and determination. As Amaka Johnson stood outside the police station, feeling the chill of rejection and the weight of his grief, he realized that the system he thought would protect him and his family had failed. The dismissive tone of the detective still lingered in his mind. "This doesn't prove anything." in the advice to focus on grieving instead of chasing conspiracy theories. These words cut deep. They weren't just a rejection of his evidence, they were a dismissal of his pain and his quest for truth. The darkness seemed to close in around him as he walked back to his car, the silence oppressive, punctuated only by the sound of his footsteps on the pavement. Clara's attempts to console him were met with a numbness he couldn't shake. Amara felt isolated, as if he were screaming in the void and no one was listening. Back in his house, he sat in front of the computer, the footage still playing on a loop, the shadows and whispers a constant reminder of his mission. The words "won't even notice, just get it done" replayed in his mind, a haunting reminder of what he was up against. The determination that had been simmering inside him began to boil over. If no one else would seek the truth, he would do it himself. This moment marked a turning point for Amara. He began to investigate on his own, poring over every detail of Princess's death, from the funeral home's operations to possible inconsistencies in the police report. His nights turned into long, grueling sessions of research and interviews, fueled by a fierce resolve to uncover the truth. In this journey, Amara discovered something profound. He wasn't alone. There were others in his community who believed him, who shared his skepticism about the official narrative. Neighbors whispered among themselves about similar incidents, about families who had faced similar injustices. These stories, these African tales of resistance and resilience, became his strength, reminding him that even in the darkest moments, there was always a way forward. Amara's quest for justice became more than a personal crusade. It was a communal call to action. His story, though heartbreaking, started to resonate with others who felt marginalized, ignored, and betrayed by the very systems meant to protect them. It sparked conversations about systemic injustice, about how some lives were devalued, and about the power of community in seeking truth and demanding change. As Amara delved deeper into the mystery, the outlines of a sinister truth began to emerge. The shadows and whispers in the footage were no longer just anomalies, they were clues pointing to a larger conspiracy. With every step forward, he faced new challenges, police reluctance, community fears, and personal doubts that threatened to derail his mission. Yet he persisted, driven by the memory of Princess and the belief that her life mattered, that her story deserved to be told and remembered. In the end, Amara's journey became a testament to the enduring power of love and determination. Though the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, he stood tall, motivated by a belief in justice and a refusal to let Princess's memory fade into silence. As African folktales often teach us, the journey through darkness is never easy, but it is through these trials that we find strength and resilience. Amara's story is a poignant illustration of this timeless wisdom, reminding us that even when the world seems against us, our resolve and determination can illuminate the path forward. And so, as Amara continues his quest, we are reminded that justice is not just a destination. It is a journey of courage, conviction, and the unwavering passion to uncover the truth. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel for more videos.